Hey everybody. So I picked up this Kobalt workbench a couple weeks ago off of a Facebook Marketplace. Got a pretty good deal on it. I was looking for something similar to this, or anything that was nice, black with like a wooden workbench, a light and everything, so that way I can get some work done in this garage. Kind of to match. Kind of wanted to keep the black going with my Husky toolbox, just kind of match it and everything. So I got this Kobalt one, and it wasn't too bad. It's an older model. It doesn't have like the USB ports like the newer models do, but it is pretty nice. Still in good condition. I'm gonna change out this top eventually and put like a nicer top and everything, so I'll probably do that in another video. But for this video I bought, so these Kobalt tool drawers, I think an original one came with liners, but I'm not sure, for some reason these ones don't have it. So I'm gonna add some liners and kind of show you kind of how the liner looks and everything. I bought it off of Amazon. I think it's Olsa tools. Olsa tools. Wasn't too expensive. Pretty nice roll, different sizes they have on there. I'm gonna be probably putting the link in the description so you guys can see which ones I got. But it's actually a pretty thick material, so it's actually pretty nice. Seems like both sides are similar. Yeah, it seems like both sides are similar. It's a pretty nice finish and everything, nice and thick, so that's pretty nice. Should kind of fix like that noise that you get from like these kind of drawers and stuff like that. My Husky one came with some, let's see if I have an empty drawer. I've been cleaning this thing out, but this one came with some, and yeah, you see like these ones are thinner, so I'm not sure how much thinner, but so the Olsa tools, I looked at the description, it says 3mm, which yeah, it's 3mm, I guess you would say. Yeah, 3mm. And the Husky one, I looked at it earlier and it was 1mm. So this one measures in at a millimeter, a little over a millimeter, but so that's how much that one is. So the drawer liner that came with my Husky one is about a millimeter, which is not too bad. Like if it's still kind of loud, not too bad. You don't hear that metal tinging. And the one, let me see, this one, I haven't added it, but once I cut it and put it inside the drawers, I'll see, like what the sound would be. Kind of see like right now. That's kind of what it is without a drawer. If I throw some, it's kind of annoying. It creates a metal tinging sound, which is not favorable. So that's kind of why I wanted the liner, which is, this one's 2mm thicker than my Husky one, so it should quiet it down quite a bit. Okay, so I finished cutting out all this drawer liner. I have a bunch left over, so that's pretty good. I could use that for something else later on. Cut pretty good. Just make sure you do a couple passes just to get a nice clean cut. Don't mess up the edges. I left it a little long, didn't feel like cutting it off. I just kind of thought, if you have something that's hanging up against here, you won't have any noise or anything like that. And it looks pretty good. It lays out nice and flat. What I did, I laid it out the opposite way it's rolled. So, it's rolled this way, so I lay it down this way, so it lays down flat. You don't get it curling up at the edges. It'll eventually lay down flat, but I think it just looks good. Do the same thing here with a little edge in the corner. What I did too, just when I was cutting it, I cut it a tad bit longer, so that way I can make sure I wasn't too short, and then I just cut it down, how much it needed, and then it looks good. And then, it adds a lot of durability. You still get a little bit of a sound, but you don't get as much if you don't have it. Especially with these smaller drawers, less surface area, but this one had a lot more ringing. So if I take this out, yeah, see, it's like cuts down half of it, so that's pretty good, especially when, you know, if you're throwing tools in there and everything. You're not trying to be too careful, but if you're working at night, don't want to make too much sound, and you're, you know, throwing something in there, it's not too loud, doesn't ring. That does, but obviously it's a little heavier, but should be pretty good. Looks good. Cleans up the toolbox a lot, makes it look nicer. And it cuts really easily. It's really nice. Hopefully it holds up pretty good. It should. Yeah, it's really nice. And that's it. Olsa Tools drawer liner.